Denise, this isn't bumper cars!
Oops! Stay tuned for the ultimate in stocking stuffers.
Painting the town shiny and new, strolling Grand Avenue.
Well, thank you for being with us for another episode of Grand Avenue, the TV show. I'm Skip Tozy.
I'm Denise Athos.
And we're here today at ESPN Russell School of High Performance Racing. And Denise just crashed into me.
I'm so sorry.
Why? What was that all about?
I learned driving at the bumper schools, at the fairs with the little sticks attached to the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And
right.
you're supposed to bump into people.
Right.
And that's what I thought.
Okay, you're in a race car that goes 130 miles an hour and you want to bump into people. It's just not the place to do it.
It was fun.
It was fun. I could see you coming. It wasn't fun for me on my end, but it was fun for you. Yeah.
Bounce right back.
Right back.
That's a cool thing.
The reason we're here primarily is to do some cross-marketing with Infineon Raceway. As you all know, we had Bike Night in our town last year, and it was a wonderful way to do some cross-marketing. 250,000 people come to this track on a weekend to see NASCAR.
That's right. That's 250,000 people who need places to stay and eat and shop.
Sure. So primarily that's why we're here doing some marketing. We had a wonderful Halloween for the kids that came downtown.
And weren't they cute?
Oh, they don't get much cuter, I'll tell you.
Oh, gosh, I love them, their little outfits.
We had more children down here this year than we've ever had before.
Which is, people want a safe way to do that for their kids.
They do, and as you can see in this clip, the kids are so cute.
They're so cute.
There were so many of them, and all the stores participated.
Yeah, we really want to thank Corey Yamagata, because he really came through for us again.
He made it a picture-perfect day.
He sure did.
He did. Well, you're going to do some interviews here.
Yes, I am. I'm lucky enough to speak with Rob Cliver, who's the mechanics training program manager.
He's the guy that's in charge of fixing your car that you just crashed.
Yeah, he is. And I do think it needs a little bit of help.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go see Rob and see how he can help Denise.
Speaking of stocking stuffers, I'm here with Rob Cliver, the mechanics training program manager at ESPN Russell Racing Schools at Infineon Raceway, which is the gateway to the Sonoma Valley wine country. Hi, Rob. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. This is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. It's
a lot
a wonderful
of cars
place
around
to be.
Here.
Yes, it is.
It's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about the program.
Well, it's a 12-month program that incorporates all kinds of different experiences for guys who want to become, and women, who want to become professional race car mechanics. They drive the cars, they work on the cars, they are actually lead mechanics on the cars behind us in the second 6 months, and they develop all the skills they need to go become professional race car mechanics.
Great. And what age?
18 to, Jean-Claude's 48. He's our oldest student.
Wow.
Right now.
So it doesn't have to stop.
No, it never stops.
Oh, that's
you're only
great.
as old as you feel.
And what do the students learn here at the school?
Well, everything from alignments to crash damage repair to fabrication. We do quite a bit of theory talk, and with Bob Earl, our lead instructor, is 38 years in the business. He's a good source for everything they need to know before they go out and get that dream job in NASCAR.
That's great. So they actually come out of this program with a certification?
Yes, they do. We're certified by the state of California, and we issue a certificate that pats them on the back and sends them out the door with our good name and reputation and their skills.
Great. That's great self-esteem building.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they've got tons of skills to take out to the employers.
That's fabulous. And what's the purpose of the program here?
Well, it's really to build that resume, to give them every opportunity to become professional mechanics, to learn here, to go out and join those teams on those multi-million-dollar race teams that do what they do every Sunday on TV.
Speaking of those teams, what kind of teams are we talking about?
Well, let's see. Mostly open wheel, the Champ Car Series, IRL, which is coming through here next summer, so that'll be a lot of fun. We'll see some of the guys in there. Sports car, NASCAR, you name it. Australian Supercar, we've had guys go down there too.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Tell me about what's going on behind us here.
Well, behind us is the evening prep. They're getting ready to use the cars on Monday, and they're doing an extended prep where they take them apart, get them down to the bare bones, and make sure everything works perfectly for them.
Wow, and I understand they get to ride those themselves.
Oh, yes. They'll actually do both 3-day racing schools, and the mechanics have a separate race series that includes a prize package, too.
So they want to make sure that everything's in working order then, don't they?
If you're going to drive it, you're going to do it right. That's right. That's absolutely
fantastic.
Right.
And I understand that you have a website.
Yes, it's racecarmechanic.com.
That's great. That's fantastic. Well, we appreciate your being here with us today. We absolutely love what we've seen, and Skip and I had a lot of fun in one of the cars.
That's good. Yeah, I saw that going on.
I found out they weren't bumper cars.
No, they're not bumper cars, but you can come back and drive.
That's great. Well, make sure you come out here, and I understand you can also bring your own vehicle and learn how to drive that as well.
You bet. We have the bring it yourself and drive it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Rob. Appreciate your being here.
Thank you.
What a great school, huh?
Isn't this fun? I didn't realize anything like this existed.
And you know, a lot of people don't in Novato.
Yeah, Rob said he's actually putting together a flyer for the schools, the high schools, where the kids learn how to do mechanics, and this is a way for them to take it into a career.
Sure. Also, the school itself will actually teach children how to drive a car the right way.
Yeah.
You know, defensive
It's great,
driving.
and have some fun doing it.
Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly. You know, speaking of fun, the city birthday's coming up here soon.
Yes, it is. And the city birthday party is really save the date. It's going to be January the 22nd, being held at Stone Tree. Whole bunch of great stuff is going to be there. We're going to have music. We're going to have a tent out there for people to dance. It's going to be a great meal. There's going to be a lot of auction items. And just save the date, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a real good community event, folks. You really should come. Supporting your city, supporting the Chamber of Commerce, and you know, you get an opportunity to meet some of the folks that actually make a lot of things happen around our community.
That's great. And actually, speaking of the Chamber of Commerce, I'm happy to announce that we now have a new executive director. His name is Coy Smith, and he's going to be coming on a future show, so you can learn more about him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I've had the opportunity to meet the gentleman. I think he's going to be a real asset to the Chamber.
That's great.
Real
I
asset to the
understand that
Chamber.
we have a history moment.
We certainly do. I'll tell you what, Tommy and I went out and we hooked up with a lady that it's just a hoot.
Maria
Just a hoot.
Novak.
She is so wonderful. She was gracious enough to allow us in her home. And so let's take a moment of history.
With Maria.
Maria, I want to thank you very much for allowing us into your beautiful home today.
It's my pleasure.
How long have you been in the community?
I've been here since 1932.
1932, what a great year.
Yeah, we've had some great times here in Nevada, big times we used to have.
Big changes in Nevada,
But big changes and good.
Good changes. Now, you were out on Olive in a ranch. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the old ranch there, the old DeBoer Ranch. And we lived in a little funky-looking house, and we had a dairy barn there. We milked a lot of cows by hand. And we used to have to take the milk over the mountain across the way. It's a side mountain where there's a couple of new buildings in there over to Olive Avenue, but in the front where the truck used to come.
Sure.
And pick up.
Now, you told me earlier that area used to flood.
Used to flood. That's why we had to do that. Otherwise, the truck used to come into the ranch.
Right.
And
And
we
you did
lived
some
in this-
fishing out there?
Oh, we used to do great fishing the time it was. We used to have a lot of steelhead, this big. You talk about fishing. You know, I don't think those years we needed license. I don't know. I don't remember anyway. I don't want to remember.
Well, we're going to get into your hunting expeditions here in a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk about how instrumental you have been in this community in developing homes and making affordable homes.
Oh, yeah.
I know your late husband, John, was a contractor here in the town. Tell us a little about that.
Well, we started out with an old pickup. Not pickup, it was a big truck, a ton and a half, I guess it was. I used to go get the lumber up to Cazadero, California, every other day. And one time the cop stopped me because the front end of my truck was going up and down, you know what I'm saying? And I showed him my license and everything else, and you know what? He let me go, and every day I'd go down and pick up some more lumber, they would just turn their face. They were such great guys. I mean, that's the way things were done. I mean, because they knew I was I guess a good driver. I thought I was anyway.
Right,
They didn't
right.
bother me. It was great.
Wonderful.
But I used to bring the stuff down to the jobs, you know, over here on where the old Myers house was. The big old mansion used to be down on the right in the center of town there.
Right.
And I used to dump all that stuff. We built a few apartments in there, and of course we built Navi Gardens.
You made it very affordable for people to have homes.
Yeah, our houses
Sure.
used to be $8,500 and $9,500, and then we built quite a few homes here across from Roger Wilco.
Right.
That area
in the
there.
Vistas. In the Vista
Yeah, that's
area.
been a long
Sure,
time
sure.
ago.
Yeah. Those
You know?
houses sold for $17,000 and now they're up to $500,000.
Hey, listen, we
Nevada's
didn't sell them
changed.
for that. We sold them for $9,500.
Oh my goodness.
That's a true story, you know. And then John and I, we built some homes up in Petaluma, quite a few homes, you know. And he built quite a few homes also out further over here on the Trumbull Orchard or something.
Right.
We built some
And the
homes
shopping
in-
centers as well, correct?
Yeah, and that shopping center, yeah. We had that shopping center for a while also. Yeah.
Right.
But there's a lot of big changes here, and I like them. Some of them are, you know, not that good, but anyway, we'll live with them,
Right.
you know. But anyway.
Well, Maria, I want to thank you very much for allowing us to come into your home today. You've got a beautiful, beautiful home, and we'll hope you come back sometime and visit with you shortly.
I would love to have you come over and see me again.
Wonderful. Thank you very
You're
much.
both very nice.
You know, she's so cute. I want to make her one of my stocking stuffers.
Yeah, really. I can see where you could want to.
She's darling.
really
sounds like
want to.
great. What a gracious lady. What a great interview.
You're a sweetheart, real sweetheart. We're going to go back and do some more interviews with her.
Cool. That's great.
But right now, we're going to go out to Harley Davidson. This is a wonderful opportunity for ladies at home to buy their husband something for Christmas.
Hint, hint.
Ooh, boy, I'll tell you what. You know, going to
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for
Well, we're here today with the Big Boy Toys. We've had the opportunity to come out to see Jim Ryan from Golden Gate Harley. Jim, thanks for being with us today.
Skip, thanks for having us on your show.
Well, I'll tell you what, motorcycles are really the thing for us 50-year-old guys out here. Tell us a little bit about some of the bikes you got out here.
Well, out front, we have two of the very popular models that we sell. First are the Sportsters, which come in the smaller cc sizes. Someone who's just getting into the sport oftentimes buys these bikes. Right. And then two high-performance models in the V-Rods, which is a bike that has a tremendous amount of horsepower for Harley.
All righty. Now, the motorcycles obviously have come a long, long way in the last 20 years, haven't they?
They've come a long way just in the last 5 years. I mean, technology has really accelerated. You know, the use of computer-aided design has shortened model development, use of new materials, components, electronics.
Right.
It's changed a lot just in 5 years. So we look forward to that changing even more.
Right.
So,
Jim, how long has Golden Gate Harley been in Marin County?
Golden Gate Harley-Davidson, Skip, has been in Marin County since 1996. We opened in San Rafael, and we moved to Corte Madera, and we opened in Novato in 2002.
Well, we're sure glad you're here, boy. I'll tell you, you've got some beautiful, beautiful models here. Explain a little bit about the bike that's behind us here.
Behind us is a Dyna Lowrider, a bike that's been extremely popular with women who have come into the sport in the last 5 to 10 years in increasing numbers.
Wonderful. And you've got a very large, large motorcycle over here. This beauty here is a...
This is the top-of-the-line touring bike. It is the Harley-Davidson Electroglide Ultra Classic.
The classic.
That's right, Ultra Classic.
Ultra Classic. Now, we got a custom over here, I noticed, as well, huh?
One of the most popular things with Harley-Davidsons has been customizing them. The factory about 5 years ago decided to customize them at their factory, and they introduced these Screaming Eagle lines of bikes, and this is a 2004 Screaming Eagle Deuce.
Well, you know, Jim, I have to tell you, outside of the wonderful inventory that you have here, and you've got a wonderful, wonderful store inside with leathers and lots of accessories, one of the things I was really, really impressed with, folks, is the service. The shop is immaculate. Let's go take a look at the service department.
We'll do, Skip.
I'm really impressed with your service department. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, service, Skip, in my opinion, is probably one of the most important things that we can offer our customers, because it's here that the bikes are made safe, they're made reliable, and it translates into a great riding experience.
Sure. Well, it means an awful lot, and I can tell you, you've done a phenomenal job with your service. Your guys, you've got great attitudes in here. I can tell every one of them are having a ball doing what they're doing.
We have probably over 100 years worth of combined experience in this room that have worked on Harley-Davidson, so that translates into something.
Sure. Now, on the walkthrough, I noticed you've got a wonderful, wonderful sales department out there with some wonderful accessories. What's the favorite stocking stuffer this time of the year?
Well, as you know, Harley-Davidsons can be customized just about any way you'd like, and accessories and riding apparel, motor clothes are what get added, what get purchased at this time of year.
Sure. Well, Jim, I know you're a busy guy. I want to thank you very, very much for allowing us to come into your shop here today, and I know we'll be back. Again, we want to thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate being part of this, so thank you very much.
Good deal. Well, I know what I want for Christmas.
What?
A Harley.
Oh, they're big.
And it's not because I'm going through menopause.
No, well, women go through that. It's called menopause.
Menopause and menopause.
That's right.
So you go through menopause, you get yourself a Harley.
That's right.
Women can do it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've got classes
that
for
looks
ladies.
like fun.
Oh, it's a ball. It's a ball.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, and they have lots of gasoline inside those, don't they?
They have lots of gasoline.
Leaded and unleaded.
They leaded and unleaded. Yes,
well, you
they
know,
do.
we have a word from our sponsor, speaking of leaded and unleaded.
We do?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go to Cody at Dr. Insomnia's.
She's so clever.
This episode of the Grand Avenue Television Show is sponsored in part by Dr. Insomnia's Cafe, featuring coffees, teas, and smoothies. Also home-baked scones, muffins, and pastries. Dr. Insomnia roasts their own special brand of coffee bean, giving them a unique and delightful array of coffee choices. Come and enjoy their new and improved lunch menu. Open Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. and weekends from 7 a.m. Dr. Insomnia is at the corner of Reichard and Grand Avenue, providing a good morning wake-up call and terrific lunches for downtown and the greater Novato.
We want to thank Cody at Dr. Insomnia's for sponsoring this segment of the Grand Avenue TV show. Well, I smell food again.
It's what's cooking.
It's what's cooking.
It's what's cooking.
Let's go see what's cooking.
Great.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Grand Avenue TV show, the What's Cooking segment.
I'm Chef Curtis Akins. Hope you've seen me on the Food Network and Good Morning America, most recently on Jane Pauley. But today I'm at home in Novato at the Hilltop Cafe with my family. This is Allison. Say hello.
Hi.
And this is Allison, but we call her Allie.
Hi.
And Curtis Jr.
Hi.
All right, now today we're going to make one of Hilltop's classic dishes, the scaparella. You guys ready to cook?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do it. Now, in the pan here, I've got some olive oil heating. Allison, can you hand me the onions, please? Or put the onions in the pan for me, baby. There we go. Very good. Now, at home, take about a second or two, a minute or two, let those onions saute, okay? Curtis Jr., a little bit of chicken broth, if you don't mind. Just add that right to the pan. We're going to use a little chicken broth to help in the saute. Now, Allison, could you add me the peppers, please? Allison, nope, I'm sorry, my bad, the sausage. Now, just dump that right in there. Oh, there we go. Good job. Get it all in there. There we go. Now, what we've done, remember, a little olive oil in our pan, along with some onions and chicken broth, and now we've got some sausage. We're going to cook that on a high heat. Allie, let's add some chicken now, okay? So what we've got, onions, sausage, and some cubed chicken meat. Those lumps of chicken, we're just going to move those around the pan. Get that really nice and hot. What you want to do at home is allow this to cook until the pinkness is out of your chicken and your pork. A little seasoned salt here. Tom, I'm going to grab some seasoned salt here. Now, one of the things the guys here at the Hilltop likes to do, Eddie, Richie, and Jim, the Quirk boys, mix a little salt and pepper here. Got a little salt and pepper mix. Throw that right in there. One of the things I love about the Hilltop, folks, is the restaurant's been around for 25 years with the same cooking staff, the same chefs, which means you've got some consistency there. The menu has expanded over the years. Nothing's fallen away. And I hear they've got a great dine-at-home program going. So check it out. It's like 50% what it would cost to sit down in the restaurant. How we doing, girls? Having fun?
Yeah.
All right, Curtis, you having a good time? Yeah. So what schools do you guys go to?
Sinaloa.
Where you go to school? Sinaloa, and where?
Hill.
Hill? What's a Hill? Do we like Hill?
No, she's
Hill Middle School. Oh, she's an outcast, all right. So Allie, can you pass me the roasted garlic? But before you put it in, show everyone at home this roasted garlic. What we've got is a little garlic that's been roasted in a little bit of oil. We're going to add that to our pan, to our scaparella. There we go. And we're just going to let this cook for a bit, okay? Good shot of that, Tom? Now, everyone at home says, Chef, how do you saute? It's real easy. It's in the hands, okay, guys? I'm doing this left-handed. It's a little push and pull. We're going to move everything towards the front of the pan. Just kind of flip it back. See how easy that is? Our chicken is coming along pretty well. I'll let that cook. Now, let's show them the pasta we're going to use, guys. Got a little corkscrew pasta, fusilli there. That's what we're going to serve our scaparella over, okay? Now, let's let this cook a bit. Looking good? How's that, guys? Looking okay, kids? Yep. Okay, good. Let's add some pepperoncini here. Curtis, can you put that right in there? There we go. A little pepperoncini. We're going to finish the dish off with a couple of things. Curtis, can you find the scaparella sauce? Again, this has been on the Hilltop menu for, about 15 years, huh, Eddie? This is Ed Quirk, the executive chef at Hilltop behind me. Just pour it right in there, big guy. Slowly, slowly. Good job. Like a nice little gravy. Over my right shoulder is, like I said, Ed Quirk, the executive chef at Hilltop. Come in and say hello to Eddie. Sweetheart, Allison, grab the pasta. Let's bring it out. Let everyone see us plate this thing up. Okay? Now, you always want to hold it under the bottom, baby, so we don't burn our hand, okay? Hold it really nice and set there. We're going to add our, what do you think, Tom? Is that looking good? Yep. Everyone at home wondering who's Tom? Tom is our camera person today. He's the one taking these gorgeous shots of this scaparella. What do you think, Allie? Yep. Curtis, what do you think?
Yeah.
That might work? Can we serve this at Hill Middle School, you think? Let's go ahead and set it over here so we can get a good shot of it.
People at Hill don't like the food. They're outcasts.
Oh, that's the Hilltop Cafe Scaparella. You'll find that on the menu with a lot of their other classics, a lot of their other favorites. Come in here, guys. Let's get our positions back so we can say goodbye to everyone, okay? So the website, now if you want to get this recipe, you can go to my website. It's curtisakins.com, www.curtisakins.com, and the Grant Avenue TV Show.com. Thank you guys for listening. Can you guys say goodbye to everybody? Bye. All right, let's go. Peace out.
We're so blessed with the restaurants that we have in this community.
We really are. And we have a great new feature.
You do?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And thanks to Tommy Atkin, who's our producer and also wears many hats. One of the hats he has is AE Video and Web Design, and he's put together a fantastic website for us at www.grantavenuetv.com, where you can go and pull some of those fabulous recipes right off the site and print them out and cook them.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Isn't
Good
that
stuff.
great?
Good stuff. And I know some of our
it's
viewers
great.
have done that.
I know.
They called in.
They actually have emailed us.
I know.
Which is so cool, and you can do that at info@grantavenuetv.com. We'd love to hear from you.
We certainly would. Well, if you just joined us, we're at ESPN's Russell School of Racing, and we're now going to go out to talk to the Director of Sales and Business Development.
Not Dale Lutbecker.
Exactly. How do you know?
Fabulous. Let's go.
I'll be darned. Well, Denise, I didn't find Odell, but I did run into Mark Wolochek, who happens to be the Chief Operation Instructor out here at Infineon Raceway. Mark, how you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Tell us a little about the racing school you have here.
Well, the racing school is, we do almost anything involved with race cars out here on the racetrack. We have one-day programs where you can come out for half a day, full day, 3 days. You can experience driving a race car on a racetrack. It speeds over 100 miles an hour pretty quick. It's quite involved. Today we're doing getting practice done for a lot of our racers who are out here, and they'll be racing this weekend for our final race of the season. So people can actually come out here and experience and race for real, take a green flag with 15 other cars on the track.
Wow, how exciting. Now, as the Chief Instructor out here, what's your day-to-day activity?
Oh, day-to-day we're involved with the track. We do about 160 days a year here. So we're either on the track, we're involved in karting programs. We do corporate events out in the paddock with autocrosses. We give rides around the track and just basically keep everything moving. So we're pretty busy. People don't think that there's a lot going on out here during the week, but every day of the week this track is busy.
Sure. Now, as a qualified instructor, what does it actually take to get out here and be an instructor?
All of our instructors, myself included, started at one point being involved in racing. So I started about 1980. I was involved in racing semi-professionally for about 15 years, traveled around the country, parts of Japan and England. All our racers have some racing experience to some degree, and that's the first qualification. You have to have been there a little bit to know what it's like out there.
Sure. Now, you've got a phenomenal kart program up on the hill here. Let's talk a little bit about that. There's some great little cars over there that go over 100 miles an hour, you say?
The karts will approach 90-ish, not quite 100, although we like to say that, but the kart track's been up there about 2.5 years. We've been involved with that. We've started cadet classes for 8 to 12-year-olds. We do techniques of sprint karts, we call it, which is non-shifter karts. We have 6-speed shifter karts, and those are the quickest ones. And we do all sorts of fun things with, again, corporate events and all sorts of kart programs and a racing series as well.
Wow. Okay, Mom, you know now what to get Dad for Christmas is a wonderful stocking stalker out here at ESPN Russell School of High Performance Racing. We want to thank you very much for being with us. This is Skip Tozy, Grand Avenue TV Show. You really don't realize how large this facility is until you get out and start roaming around like that.
That's the truth. It's huge here.
It's an extremely large facility, and it's a real asset to the city of
Gives
Nevada.
a whole new meaning to staying on track.
It definitely does. It definitely does. Well, Denise, I think it's about that time.
No.
Yep.
Dun-da-da-da. Improvement update.
This is the time in the show we take you out to Grand Avenue to show you the latest and greatest of what's happening. The project's almost completed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the streets will be open
2
shortly.
years.
Yeah, can you believe that? 2 years.
I know.
But look
Awesome.
how gorgeous it looks. So let's go out to Grand Avenue and see what's going on. Well, here we are on Blocks 11, and although they've experienced quite a bit of weather this last several weeks, the contractors made a significant amount of progress. As you can see over here, the irrigation lines have all been put in, and the support beams for the light stanchions are already in place. Over here on this side, you can see that they've started the forming, and this will support the 2-curb gutter, as well as the sidewalk, and of course, the parking bays. They're in the process of putting in the tree wells right here. If you have the opportunity to come downtown, you'll notice that we've created quite a bit of ambiance on Grand Avenue. The Downtown Business Association has lit the sycamore trees that line the street. It creates a wonderful, wonderful effect. So you and your family come down and stroll the avenue. And that's your improvement update for now. Well, a few more weeks and that street will be wide open.
Yeah, that's a lot to be grateful for.
It's wonderful to be grateful. The season is here, and it's a time to be thankful.
That's exactly right. And I know I'm personally thankful to do this show with you and Tommy. It's been absolutely awesome.
Well, we're the one that's blessed to have you, sweetheart. Trust us.
Well, it's fun, and we want to thank you out there for tuning in and being a part of Grand Avenue TV. But let's not forget that there's an awful lot of people out there during this time that we want to remember and help.
That's right.
And there's a lot of opportunities out there for us to put together our canned goods, look in our closets and see what we don't wear anymore, and give them to people in need.
That's right, folks. The Nevada Human Needs Center has come downtown, and they've taken over the space at All American Printing. So bring your food, your clothing, and it's time to be giving.
Thank you very much for doing that.
It is.
And we look forward to seeing you on our next show.
Thank you for being with us. I'm Skip Tozy.
I'm Denise Athas.
Happy holidays. We're going to start from the top.
Whoa.
For the winter time.
We're tuckled in.
Tuckled in. That's like November. Tuckled in.
It's a cross between a tucker and a chuckle.
Right.
It's a tuckle.
Tuckle in. Oh.
It's a tuckle.
Yeah! Oh boy! Zoom, zoom, zoom!
Beep, beep. Where's the horn?
No horn.
No horn.
Beep, 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 beep,
Beep, beep, beep. Hello!
Denise, where are we going now?
We're
Dr. Sami, where are we going? That's when they're in for the long haul. Menopause and menopause. Very good. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah.
Well, you know, speaking of letting
She's going to lead into something here now. Does you want to surprise me? Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Go ahead. Wee, what? Wee. Try one more time. Wee, what? Okay. Third time's a charm. Wee.
Went too far.
Okay, I cleared it. Well, if you just joined us, we're at ESPN Russell School of Racing, and we're going to go talk to the Director of Sales and Business Development, Mr. Del Lutenbecker.
No.
Del Lutenbecker.
What are you doing?
Huh?
It's not like fish and chips.
It's still my turn. It's still my turn.
Let me get out of here. I didn't see that part of the video.
Suck up. Just go. Suck up. Come on. Let's go now. Come on. We're in a hurry. Come on. Come on. What are you going to do if the car's on fire? Burn?
Can I just go? Tip it over. Tip it over. This is so simple. Now I know why they crashed to get out.
Don't break anything.
Ta-da! Help me.
Put the car back the way you found it. Here, just be right with you in just a moment, folks. Hang in.
Hello.
Oh, that's good. That's good.